joke, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up. All in the club, and bring on your girl.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. It's fielded at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Leonard Fournette. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Miller with first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Richmond.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. To the air yet again, Watson. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Calais Campbell able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie as the Jags come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Green 80! Green 80!
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
11B. Green 80. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Omaha.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
11B, 11B. Move.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. His throw incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette, 1st down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Down. Green the line. Green the line. Black 99 Philly. Black 99 Philly.
Now Watson. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond. Tiger. Mike's 50.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Underneath for Miller. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And
he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes the Texans now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond.
Operating from the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Punch right, punch right, punch right.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to spin free. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, "Guys, just a couple seconds extra, please."
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green 80.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
372.
Now Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain.